Hello. I'm outside again. I thought I'd try it again. It's like late in the season, but here it's like 91. But I got a fan above me, so I'm trying to do this. Well, I can, right? If you have outdoor space, use it. Yeah, use it for the greater good. All right, so this is Tidbits from the Love Notes. I'm drinking out of Eric Radcliffe's cup he gave me called Love Wins. I love it. And I'm having some dark roast coffee. Let me take a quick sip. I had a gluten-free waffle with it. It's like brunch. Yeah. Oh, wow. So it's really something doing these videos. But anyhow, let me go ahead. Okay, tidbits from the Love Notes. Now, these messages are from various scriptures in Old Testament. The story of Joseph and what he went through, his trials, and the story of Abraham, what he went through, and Jeremiah. All those stories in scripture are easy to find. Just Google them. They're all about trials. So, do you ever wonder why we are going through so many trials, through these days, And uh, there's a bunch of drama going on in terms of administration, in terms of immigration. There's wars going on every way, every way and everywhere, fighting over land and where immigrants should be and how they should get removed and what should happen to them, and people that are homeless and all kinds of things, these struggles. And then I mean, we got that going on, but then we have our personal struggles that are going on. Many of us are living, taking care of sick people, you know. Many of us are doing that, or maybe we're sick ourselves. So, or a combination of all the things, what's going on in the world, and then our own drama, or just the drama of the world, and that maybe things are good, but in our personal life, but the drama affects us. So it's called long suffering, and it's very difficult, long suffering, when it's like suffering for a long, long time and having trials a long, long time. And it's stated in Corinthians 10 to 13. You can read about long suffering and how difficult it is. And so our loving God provides the strength we need to endure long suffering. He does, Me, myself, I have been through like 25 years of long suffering. Yeah, I went through 25 years of long suffering, and now it's over. After 25 years, now it's over. And I asked God, what was this long suffering that I had to go through all about? Now, I'm not saying what's going on in the world now isn't affecting me, but I've been prepared, So I said, Lord, what is this long suffering all about, And the answer from the scripture is in these stories, Like, for example, just one is like Joseph being sold into slavery by his brothers because of the jealousy, and them not realizing uh, that down the road, as his life developed and progressed, even though he was going to have many trials. I mean, getting sold away from your family to a slave position, and then, he had to go to jail, and all these things happened to him. He got accused of wrong things, but then he ended up in a very good place over time. He ended up like being a really strong person that really did a lot of things to help Egypt and was in charge in a big position there. And when his brothers sold him into slavery, they didn't realize that was going to happen. They didn't know, But Joseph received the strength to be able to get through his long suffering. So we're going through a lot, and basically, I think I flipped the wrong page. I think that what we really have to think about is, and this is what I thought about in my life going through suffering, is that you got to try to make sweet tea out of bitter tea. In other words, you got to keep it going and make the best of it. Make the best of it. Make the best that you can out of something that's not good. And when you do that, you actually invite the best to you, even through your long suffering. You get just enough, to cope and to deal with the suffering. And know that suffering will end. Suffering doesn't last forever. Suffering does end. And in those scripture stories, the suffering did end. And so basically, when I look back over my life, and we can all look back over our life and look at ourselves and say, gee, what have we really learned from what we're going through? And maybe we're still going through it, and we're trying to see what we're going to learn, but we're trying to do our best. But when we really look and take a good look and get through a lot of suffering, we see that we become a changed person. We become a changed person. We walk our walk differently, and we have a certain peace about us. And I know because that lives with me. And so we got to continue going through long suffering and going through the problems of the world to continue to walk our walk of suffering, know that we will have the strength, and know that it will end, and know that it is required. It is required in order for our character to be deepened, And what's coming from this, tidbit number 1, know that we will be a changed person. Yeah, and that's all good, right? To be a changed person. So I'm so glad I got a chance to share with you. I'm sitting here looking out at birds taking a bath in the bird bath. They're listening. That's good, right? The mourning doves and a couple other little birds. And so have a great day. Know that we love you and do your best. And hope you got something from the message. We love you. Bye-bye.